a very dense, like pine forest or like conifer forest. And there's lots of like blueberry bushes all around, and then there's not a lot of mid-story, and then there's just dense conifer canopy above me. And the air is very fresh, and I can hear a hawk in the distance.
Are you wearing any clothing?
I'm wearing a skirt, like a gray-blue. It's pretty thick. No, it's plain. It's like a gray blue. Wearing a long sleeve, and then the dress is like a jumper, kind of a top. It goes over the long sleeve. My hair is up, and it feels like it's like sticks holding it in place. Basket, because I'm collecting blueberries, I think. So I've got my shirt sleeves rolled up so I don't get blue on the white long sleeves. "12? Long brown hair.
Anyone else here with you?
Yes, I think so, but they're farther off, so no one directly within eyesight.
Okay, pick one of them and tell me what they're wearing.
Similar outfit to me, but brown skirt. It's like with an apron. It's another woman.
Is she related to you?
My mother, I think. And I think there's a group of us. It's like more than just my mother.
Mm-hmm. Are the others related to you?
In a way, I think it's like in the way that people in a village are related. You know, everybody's kind of related, but.
Tell me about the village.
It's not very large, mostly wooden structures. I think we're pretty far north.
Does it get cold?
Yes. Could get a lot of snow in the wintertime, and the summers are short.
Do you live near here?
Yes, I think the village is within walking distance.
Can you take me to the place where you live?
Okay.
What's it look like?
It's kind of built into the ground. There's not a lot of windows. The inside is like stone, and then the roof is like big wooden poles, and there's like sod like grass on the roof, so you have to walk down some steps in order to get inside the house. There's a door. It's just that same like pine planking, and then the house is kind of like a big rectangle, so the first thing you see when you open the door is like a big stone fireplace on the opposite side of the house. We would normally eat outside unless it's in the winter, in which case we'd either eat just together as a family, or sometimes like multiple families will get together and eat in the same house.
And who does the cooking?
They share the responsibility, so it's the women that primarily cook, but it's kind of a communal thing. It's like they do it together.
What's your favorite thing to eat?
Reindeer? That's funny. And it's not potato, but it's like a different kind of root.
Mm-hmm. What is a typical day for you?
I would say in the summer we do have like fields and gardens that I work in, or we go to get the blueberries, or there's a lake nearby that we get shellfish, or so it's kind of like a foraging situation. And in the winter it's a lot of firewood gathering and like crafts, like weaving, spinning, that sort of a thing, where I think there's a lot of sheep, so I think we use a lot of the wool in the wintertime. I like to climb the trees near the lake. And look for hawk nests. And I like to go swimming when it's warm out.
Alrighty. I want you to leave the scene you've been watching. Move ahead to an important day. Tell us what's happening on this important day.
It's my wedding day. I'm outside. There's a cart with my belongings in it, and I'm having to leave my village, my hometown, and move to this other man's village. And I'm not very much older than I was, like maybe 15. I feel just very, very sad, scared, don't want to leave my family. I don't know this person that I'm leaving with, much older, doesn't really say much, hasn't really talked to me at all.
How did you come to marry him?
I think it's an arranged situation. I think the village is so small that there's not really a lot of ways to support a large population in that village, so most people travel when they get married to different places. So it's, normal to do that. And I've been prepared, like I've been told that was going to happen. It's not a shock. But it's still.
So you said you have a cart with your belongings in it. What kind of things are in the cart?
There's some baskets with food, clothing, there's not much. I think a lot of it is perishable, like provisions.
And what does this man do? How does he make a living?
He is a hunter and also one of his village. He's one of the shamans of his village. Or maybe shaman in training, because he's not very old. Just old compared to me.
Move ahead to another important day. And tell us what's happening on this important day.
This is the birth of my first child. But she was stillborn.
And where are you?
In my new house, my husband's house.
Mm-hmm. And who was with you?
The other women of the village. I wish that my mom was with me, but she's not. And there's a lot of upset in the village because of the stillbirth. So it's more than just, it's like it's taken as like a bad omen, or it's like it has spiritual significance above and beyond, obviously, the significance to me. I am back in the forest, different forest. I think that I've been it's been decided that it's kind of the bad omen, the bad was, was my fault, and I've been, I guess, removed, shunned. It's still summer, so I know that I'll be able to survive for a little while. But I feel like I'm resigned that I won't make it through a winter. So I'm just kind of walking and wandering.
Can you go back to your family?
I don't think so. I think I'm too far away. And I think I don't know exactly where I am. And I think part of me doesn't want to bring any negative energy or consequences back home.
What are your choices?
I'm not sure. I think I'm trying to decide what to do. But
Is there someone you could talk with?
no, I'm alone. I don't have tools with me. I don't have provisions with me. It's just me and the clothes that I have on. It feels very much just like resigned. Like I'm just gonna walk and walk and walk, and eventually I won't have the energy to do that anymore. And then I will die. And that's kind of, feels very resigned to that. all the tears have been cried, all of the yelling has been done. It's just...
May I speak to subconscious, please?
Yes.
Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many different things to see today. You chose to bring forward a lifetime when she was in the woods. And when she felt that she was resigned because she had been shunned. Why did you pick that to show her today?
I think a lot of the fears and the emotions that the girl in that lifetime was experiencing, those fears and emotions are still present.
What can she do to separate, to put those emotions where they belong with that lifetime and not this one?
I'm just hearing like trust and have more faith.
How long ago was that? That lifetime?
I'm seeing a 4 and a 6.
What part of the country was that? Was that on planet Earth?
Yes. I think it's like maybe like northeastern Europe.
Is there anything else you want to tell her about that lifetime? Anything of importance?
Just that there really wasn't anything wrong with her. And that, that was a time of a lot of stressors, if you look at it from a more modern perspective, it's a very, very hard life. Not a lot of nutrients, not a lot of, it was very kind of common for that to happen. But it was who she was associated with, so it wasn't her fault if she had married just someone normal and not someone of consequence within that society. Then it would have been viewed as completely normal.
What was the purpose of that lifetime?
I think by the end of it, she came to a very solid sense of peace, just of being alone. I think those last months in the woods alone were a very kind of beautiful and peaceful time for her. And she chose to make it that way when it could have been otherwise.